Hi there, Paul James here, and I want to thank you so much for picking up WP Lead Prompt. I think you're going to find that it's one of the easiest themes you've ever worked with, especially in this lead generation niche. I set up a brand new WordPress installation, so I'm going to guide you through start to finish on how to install and properly set up WP Lead Prompt. So I'm on the dashboard of WordPress here, and the first thing I want to go over really quickly is it's showing that there's an update right now in WordPress. Now I highly recommend that you always keep your WordPress database or your WordPress installation up to date because it's important to avoid potential security flaws. You don't want people hacking into your site. So I'm going to go ahead and update that. I'm going to hit please update now, and then we're going to hit the update now button. Okay, so it's that easy and quick, and like I said, I recommend doing it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings over here, and we're going to highlight over the general tab, and you can go ahead and set your site title and tagline right here. And then the first thing I like to do always when I'm setting up a new site is I like to go in and add a www dot in front of the URL here. If you don't do this from the get-go, I wouldn't recommend doing it, but if you're setting up a new site, I would definitely go in and add that. And then you can go ahead and set your time zone if you want. Not too big of a deal, but I like to do it anyway. Alright, we're going to save changes, and don't be alarmed, it's going to kick us out. No big deal. We're just going to go ahead and enter back in. Okay, so we're going to go back into the settings here, and the next thing we're going to change is the permalinks. So we'll hit permalinks at the bottom, and we're going to switch it over to the post name structure. Now this is good for SEO purposes, so I highly recommend you do this. And then we'll hit save changes. Alright, done. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the posts and the pages, and we're going to just delete the sample pages and the Hello World posts that they have. So we'll start with post, and we'll go to all posts. And there's a Hello World, and we're going to hit trash. We're going to go to pages, all pages. There's a sample page. We're going to hit trash on that as well. Okay, so the first thing I like to do to start the theme installation off with is I like to add two pages. One for our home page, and then the second page that I like to add is one for our blog page. And then I also like to add a contact page. So 3 pages we're going to add. So let's go ahead and hit add new page. And for now, we'll go ahead and just call this one home. We'll hit publish. We'll come up here. Since we're on the edit page already, we can just hit add new. This one we're going to call blog if you want, or you can call it news, or whatever you want. But this is basically where anytime we post content underneath posts, it's going to go on this. And I'll show you what I mean later. But I'm going to stick with news for this one because as you can see in the URL, I'm doing a plumber site. So news seems more appropriate for this one. So we'll hit publish on that. And then we're going to do a contact us page. And we'll hit publish on that. Okay, the next thing that I like to do is I like to go into appearance, and then we're going to go to themes, and we're going to actually go ahead and install a theme right away. So we're going to come up here to install themes, and then click upload. And now all we need to do is choose the file. Now you should see that file right below this video, so you'll want to go ahead and download that. So go ahead and pick the file that you've downloaded from underneath the video, and it should show up wpleadprompt.zip, and we're going to hit install now. Okay, as soon as it loads, which can take a couple of minutes, you'll want to come here and hit the activate. Okay, so I'm going to dismiss these little pop-up things, and you can see WP lead prompt is installed. So now all we need to do is, for starters, we need to set a menu. So let's go and look at the site right now and you'll see what I mean. Just take a quick look at what we're looking at. So the menu looks a little bit messed up here, and then we'll need to fix this stuff as well, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to start with the menu, and we do that by going to Appearance and then clicking Menus. Alright, and you're going to come up here and hit Menu Name and just name it whatever you want. I'm going to call this one Main, and we're going to hit Create Menu. Now we can drag which navigation links we want in the menu. So we created those pages, and that's what I'm going to use. So Contact Us, News, and Home, and we're going to hit Add to Menu. Okay, so you can rearrange them any way you want. I'm going to rearrange them just like this: Home, News, Contact Us. So if you have a site where, for example, let's say you had a services section on one of these, and then you had individual services like water heater installation, water heater repair, and you wanted them to kind of cascade, so when you hovered over one, it dropped down to these. All you have to do is just kick it over a notch, just like that. Okay, so that's how you set up your cascading menus, so that when you hover over one, the other ones drop down. But this is good for me, so I'm going to save that configuration. And then all we need to do is come over to the header menu on the left here, hit the drop down, and select our main menu that we just created. And we hit Save. Alright, perfect. So that's good to go. The next thing we need to do is we need to come back down to the Settings tab, and then we're going to go to the Reading setting. Now this is very important. If you don't do this part, your widgets on the front page won't show up, the ones on the bottom. So what you need to do is you need to come here and select a static page, and then for the front page we're going to select the one that we named Home. For the post page we're going to select the ones that we named News or Blog. Okay, then we're going to hit Save Changes. Alright, so let's go and look where we're at right now. We're going to view the site. Still going to look a little messed up because we haven't finished everything, but you can see we have one widget that has content in it, and we're going to go ahead and edit content in there as well. And we have our home page set here now, and as soon as we fill in the content, all of this will align perfectly for us. And then we have our menu set up: Home, News, Contact Us. Alright, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit of content just to get everything going. So I've got my content written already over here, and I'm going to start with a page. So I've got my page right here. So we're going to go to Pages, we're going to go to Add New. Actually, I'm sorry. We're going to go to All Pages, and we're going to go to Home, and then we'll just hit Edit on the home page. Okay, so I'm going to rename this Home to Plumber Milwaukee Professionals, just to make it a little bit more optimized, since I'm trying to rank for the keyword Plumber Milwaukee. And then I'm going to grab my content. I'm going to paste it in there. And that's looking good. And I also think that I want to add in a picture. So I'm going to hit Add Media, and I'm going to hit Upload. I'm going to select File, and I'm going to go in and look for my picture now. Alright, we'll use this guy right here. Kind of goofy looking, but it's all I have right now. So we're going to line this to the right. I'm going to select that it doesn't link to anything. If you want it to link to something, you can, but I'm just going to select none for now. And there we go. So we're going to insert that into the page. There it is. I'm going to update the page now. And that's it. Alright, now let's add in a post really quickly. So to do that, we go to All Post and hit Add New. Alright, so I'm going to go and grab my post, which I've already written, calling this one Fixing Clogged Drains. And let's grab the content for it right here. There we go. And I'm also going to add a picture into this post. So we'll go to Upload Files, select the file that I want, do this little picture of a running faucet, and I'm going to align this one to the left, and I don't want this to have a link either. So I'm going to insert it into the post. There it is. I'm also going to add a category. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it with my keyword. So in this case, it's plumber Milwaukee. We'll hit add new, and I'm also going to add the same thing as a tag, so plumber Milwaukee. We'll hit add there too. Now we're going to publish this post, and that's looking good. So let's reload the page here and see what it's looking like now. So it's starting to really come together and look good now. We've got our home page here. If we come up to the news section, we've got our post here. So it looks really good and really clean. So let's go back to the home page. Now you'll notice since I changed the title here in the menu, it doesn't say home anymore. So if you'd like it to say home, that's not a big deal. All we have to do is go into the back end, go to appearance, and then go to menus. And right here where it says Plumber Milwaukee Professionals, we hit the drop down arrow. And where it says navigation label, you can just go ahead and simply rename that to home. And then when you save the menu again, you can reload the page, and there you go. It says home again. So I think I'll leave it like that. That's looking really good. So now we're going to go ahead and set up the widgets. WP Lead Prompt supports 4 widgets. One of the widgets is considered this contact us form here, and then the other 3 are considered the bottom widgets, which we only have one that has content in it right now. So we're going to actually go ahead and put content in all 3 widgets. So I'm going to go and start off by deleting these widgets that I don't want that are in the bottom left. And you'll have these on your sites as well if you're doing a new installation, because they come with WordPress automatically, and WordPress automatically puts them in there. So I'm going to go and throw in a text widget in this bottom left one. And I've already got it all written out here what I want to put. I'm calling this one services, so we'll go ahead and enter in services for the title. And then I've got my content here. I like to also check automatically add paragraphs. Alright, so for this you can see this little bit of HTML code here. These are just bullets, so if you want to follow this code and add bullets in yours, you just do the UL, and then your bullets would just be the LI and then /LI tag, and that'll put in a bullet for that item. So I'm going to save that widget and then click that drop down arrow, and now we'll do the bottom center widget. Now our widgets also support video, so I'm going to drag in a text widget here, and we'll call this one video, and I'll show you how to add in a video widget. Alright, so I've got my link here to my YouTube video, so I'm going to open that up in a web browser. And there's my nice Plumber Milwaukee video here.
You're looking for a
So what you need to do is you need to click the share link on YouTube, click embed, and then I always like to uncheck the show suggested videos. Okay, and then what you do is you select the video size. So we need it to fit in a widget. It's obviously going to have to be a custom size because these are all a little bit too big. So we'll select custom size, and for the width, which is the first one, we're going to type in 260. Alright, and that should give us about the perfect size. And you can play with the sizing a little bit if you want it to be different, but it automatically fills in the second number for you. So all you need to do is grab this code here. So I'm going to copy that, and then you'll come over to widgets and you'll just paste in that code and save it. Alright, so that looks good. Hit the drop down arrow on that one again. For the bottom right widget, I've got another text box that I'm going to drag in, and I've got it all written up. This one I'm calling brands. So put in the title, I'm going to automatically add paragraphs, and then I'm going to paste in my content. And I'm doing kind of the same thing in this one, doing those bullet points. So let's save that. Can hit the drop down arrow. Now here's the sidebar widget. If you don't want the contact form, which is right here, this contact us form, and which is a pretty big feature of WP Lead Prompt, and we put it in there because we know most of you are going to be using this for lead generation. But if for some reason you don't want that form there, you can always put in your own widget, and you can just do that by pasting it in here. But for now, I like the contact us widget. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. So let's refresh the page and see where we're at. So there we go. We've got our video in there. We could make it a little bit bigger if we want. It's completely up to you. We've got our other widgets in here, so you can go ahead and tweak these to make them look a little bit different if you want. Our video is a little bit off center, so I could come into the video widget here and add in just a little center tag. These fully support HTML, so if feel free to tweak them however you want. If we reload it now, our video is center, so that's looking really good. All right, now we're ready to go into the theme options and play with the theme. In the theme options, we can add sliders, change colors, and everything, anything you want to do. So let's go ahead and do that. To get to the theme options, we go to Appearance, Themes, Appearance, and then Theme Options is right here. Otherwise, it's over here too. So whichever way you want to get to it is fine. All right, so we start off with Style. We're going to go ahead and select which style we want. So I like this green one. I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to save the configuration. And if we reload the page, you'll see now we've got our green one. Cool. Now I'm going to go to the Sliders tab up at the top. You'll see it's really easy to navigate through. You can easily disable a slider by clicking the X, and then you can enable it by hitting Enable Slider. If you want to go ahead and choose a different picture, you can do that. Just hit Choose File, and then pick out which slider you want and hit Open. Okay, so if we save the configuration now, I'm going to go back and reload the page. There's our slider, but we've also added another feature. We've added a feature where you can put in actual headings to each slider. So if we come back to the Sliders tab, you'll see here's a heading, so heading, and then here's caption. So this is nice if you want to add, certain promotions into your sliders. So there it is, heading, caption. I'm going to actually go back into the sliders though, and I'm going to delete that. I like to just leave it, the way it is. So I'm going to enable the second slider, and I'm going to put in an image there too. And I'm going to enable the third slider and put in an image there as well. So you can see the slider size has to be 635 by 330. All right, that's the ideal size. And if you're looking for someone to do sliders, you can use the website fiverr.com. And what I recommend doing is just going in here and looking for different graphic designers. And you can just type them in a search engine, otherwise go through here and search. But you'll typically find a lot of people who will do this for you. Typing in design header might be a good keyword to search for when you're looking for someone like this to do this. And all you need to do is contact them, tell them the size of the slider, which again is right here, 635 by 330, and you can get them to design you a slider image for $5. So pretty inexpensive. Otherwise, if you're good with Photoshop, like I am, I just do them myself. So there we go. Let's save the configuration on that. We're good to go. So now we're going to go to the contact page, and this is where you're going to enter in all of your company's information. So I'm going to start with the phone number, and we'll enter in the street address. So 2123 Water Street, City Milwaukee, State Wisconsin, 53202 for the zip. You can put in a contact email where you want your contact form, which is right here, where you want that to go. All I have to do is enter in the email there. You can enter in your own call prompt if you want. So I'll do call us for the call prompt. You can enter in your Twitter links if you want, Facebook, RSS. And then you can actually go in and add a Google Maps. So here's how you do that. All you need to do is go to google.com, type in your address. So 123 Water Street is mine, Milwaukee. And then you're going to hit the get directions on the map that pops up. All right. All you need to do then is hit this little chain link. And then where it says paste HTML into website, you're going to copy that code, go back to the theme options, paste that in the first box right here, and then where it says Google Maps link, you come back to that, and that's the top one right here. So copy that and paste that one into the next one. So we can save that configuration. Now that map will show up on our Contact Us page that we made earlier, and in order to get it to show up there, all we need to do is go back to Pages, select the Contact Us page that we made, and all we need to do is come down to Template and hit Contact Page, and then update it. All right, let's go back to the site and reload it now. So check this out. There's our call prompt flying up. And then if we come down here, you can see, I'll click the X on this. Our Facebook is there, our Twitter is there, our RSS is there. Here's our little map icon, and it shows all our company information preloaded based on what we put in the back end. And then it also shows that map. In addition, we selected the contact page template. So if we go to contact us, that information is also displayed right here. So WP Lead Prompt makes it super easy and super simple and fast and efficient to add all of this information in. All right, so let's go back to the theme options by going to Appearance, Theme Options, and we're almost done. We're going to go to Company, and now we can decide if we want a custom logo and if we want a favicon. So I'm going to enable custom logo. I'm going to choose a file, and I already have my logo made. So here it is, Plumber Milwaukee, logo.png. There it is. We're all good to go there. The favicon, and again, the sizes are here. For the logo, the max height needs to be 50 pixels. So it can be any length you want. For the favicon, it needs to be 25 by 25 pixels. So enable favicon, choose file, and then find your favicon file. We're going to hit open. There it is. Now we can go and decide other settings here, like the sidebar setting. So the sidebar is this thing here. We can actually modify this text, the contact us, and just fill out the form to get started. So I've actually got mine right here. I'm going to put for the top line call with the phone number, just like this. And I've put in a center tag as well. And then for the bottom one, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to put or fill out the form below. That looks good. Next, we've given you the option to add in a privacy policy. So I've got mine written up in here. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to copy that, paste it in, and then also a contact confirmation message. So this is a custom message after they fill in the contact form. So I like to just put thank you, we'll be in touch soon. So we're going to save that configuration, and if we reload the page, you can see this information has appeared here. So now when someone fills out this contact form, it'll automatically go to the email you've listed in the back end. Alright, so with WP Lead Prompter, we really wanted to give you the ability to make it niche specific. So this little image here that says contact us, if we go back to the home page, the widgets that show up down here, these little icons, the question mark, the little information mark here, and then this guy yelling with a megaphone, we wanted to give you the ability to actually go in and change all those to make it super niche specific. So let me show you how you do that. If we go to the theme options, we click the icons tab. All you have to do is come in here, and it says exactly what size the icons should be and what widget they're for. You can just come in here and choose a file. So I've got my widgets here, and I'm making them plumbing specific, just like that. There we go. And then I will actually, I'm going to leave the contact one the same because that makes sense for a plumbing site too. So I'm going to save that configuration. And now if we go back and reload the theme, we have specific icons that fit our plumbing niche. All right, in addition, we understand that some of you are going to be using this to install on your client sites if you've picked up the developer version. We've given you the option to come into the branding tab here, and you can actually enter in your company name. Director's Cut LLC is mine, and enter in your company's URL, and then save that configuration. And now when you reload the page, your company information shows up right down here, which makes you look like a total rock star, right? So the theme is completely mobile responsive. You don't have to do anything from this point. It will automatically display on the mobile sites, and it will display and look good on any mobile phone or mobile simulator that you go ahead and try it on. WP Lead Prompt also supports testimonials. You can add a testimonial by coming over to the left under the testimonials section and hitting Add New. The title of the testimonial will be the person's name who's leaving the testimonial. And then in the actual body of the testimonial is where you'll put whatever the comment is that they're leaving for you. So let's just say plumbermilwaukee.net is a great resource. We'll hit publish. And if we actually view the site now, you'll see that our testimonial pops up right down here. And if you add more testimonials, they'll slide through the testimonials just like the slider goes through and slides through the different sliders. So that's how the testimonials work. WP Lead Prompt also has an auto update feature. What that means is when there's an update inside of your appearance tab, or also up here in this little circle thing, if you click that, it will show what updates are available for your WordPress blog. And down here you can see that there's certain theme updates available. When WP Lead Prompt has an update, it will also show up down here, and all you need to do is check the box for it and hit Update Themes, and it'll automatically update WP Lead Prompt. In addition, if you run into any problems, all you need to do is come into your theme options, and there's a link up here to the help desk. Feel free to reach out to us at any time, and we'll be happy to help you. In addition, I want to give you one extra tip before you leave, and that is if you want a quick and fast way to add and post, I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to come in here and click post. I'm going to hit add new, and I use a service called Article Builder, and what you can do is you come in here and you select a category. So I'm doing plumbing, so I would come down to the home category and we'll go with home improvement, and I can type in even keywords like plumbing, and I can target how many words I want the article to be. So we'll go with 300, and I can select how many articles I want it to build. Now I recommend doing anywhere between 4 and 6 articles for a site to really have it optimized. So I've already got 2 up there, so why don't we just go with 3? And we'll hit build my articles. And look, it automatically spits out a bunch of articles for you. So all you need to do now, and these are unique articles, they're not articles that anyone else has used. So all you need to do is come in, paste in your article. They've even given you titles if you choose to use these titles. Paste in my title, select my category, add in a tag, and bam, hit publish. And it's that easy. Now if we go to the news page, we've got 2 posts there instead of just 1. So check it out. Really cool. I'll leave a link for that below if you're interested in using that tool. That's how to set up and install WP Lead Prompt. And again, if you have any questions at all you need to do is come to the Appearance tab, click Theme Options, and the help desk is right here. Remember, your link to download the theme is right below. You may need to right click and save file as or save target as, depending on what kind of computer you're on. Alright, sounds good. Thanks again for purchasing, and I hope you enjoy the theme.